last night you taught me at a dinner when I said a Stradivarius is a $3 million 300-year-old violin. You said, oh no, they're like 10 now. So why is that Stradivarius $10 million and it's 300 years old? What makes it different than the $500 violin, mass produced, looks the same, right? Something's different. It had a soul that touched the entire world. It was handcrafted, it was built at another level, it's lasted the test of time, and it's become sought after by like symphony owners. And so it's
unique.
It's unique.
And
everyone's different.
At the very end, it's all about the sound. Because that's what we hear. We hear the sound. Does it resonate? Does it make us resonate? So that's what, therefore we play every piano before it leaves. Not only before, we start already earlier to work with the technicians. Because after all, when the piano comes to you, it's the sound that matters. I keep emphasizing because once you have the goal set up, then everything else lines up to that. That you use these woods, these lacquers, these materials, these designs, all elements together toward the most beautiful sound that can sing. See, that's another element. When we compare to violins, violins have a bow. They can have long sustain. At the piano it's harder, the hammer hits the string, but therefore we want to have the design with it will have a beautiful curve. That the sound doesn't just jump up and come down, but have a beautiful long curve going. Yeah.
The first Estonia I ever encountered was in the 90s, and I was at a Steinway store, and in Fairfax, Virginia, in 1996, and they had one Estonia piano. And I was a piano technician, salesman, and I went over, I said, wow, what's this? I've never seen one. And that was, what, almost 30 years ago. And it stood out among all the other pianos in this giant piano store. And that day, I said, I like these. And then it wasn't until we met at the NAMM show. I met you and your father probably 15 years ago, and it was probably a little after that time that classic pianos took on the Estonia line. I believe first in Seattle and then in Portland.
Yeah.
And I was in Seattle, Bellevue at the time.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with those pianos. And I liked you at the NAMM show. So, and then I just believed in just the whole focus on rising, you know, you rose the company.
Oh, thank you.
And that's not an easy story, you know. That's a very unique story.
You mentioned the NAMM shows. These are the National Association of Music Merchants trade shows in Anaheim, California. And we did several of those. Finally, we stopped. You saw what happened? Somehow, more and more musicians came to our booth and they wanted to play the instruments. Well, that's wonderful, and we were all enjoying it. But I also had to meet with our dealers. So finally, we had such jamming going on there. Musicians at different pianos playing together, other instruments came along, the crowd was sitting there appearing. I had to meet with my dealer somewhere in the back, in the hallway.
Plus, if you sell every piano you make, why do you need to go to a trade show?
So then we stopped.
just for PR.
Yeah, and now what we do is visit our important dealers, and I'm very much looking forward to the concert we have tonight. We have Estonia piano owner get together, a fan get together. A very talented pianist will come, surprise us all.
Yes.
Yeah. And my wife and I will also perform at the very end, and these are the joyous moments where we celebrate the piano, the music, and the enjoyment of it all together.
Everything we do is for that. It's for hearing those young artists and performing and making people feel happy, you know, tear up, goosebumps.
Yes.
And that's really what needs to happen when they play your instrument as well. You know, that's the test.
And what I also liked about is, see, when I come and visit, I take it back to Estonia. So then we have meetings there, and they want to know, what did you see in Portland or in Bellevue, different places? What did you learn? And there was something I learned maybe half an hour ago here, when you said, having sold tens of thousands of pianos, you said, in sales, there are no tricks. There are no secrets in sales, other than being honest, frank, and saying it as it is. Very important. Same about the piano.
Right,
It
the
has
secret
to
is
be-
there is no secret.
Yeah, that's excellent saying, because the piano, it's very, very honest.
Right, transparent.
Yeah. And in fact, even sometimes I've thought that if you want to play composers very well, especially like, let's say, Mozart, you have to have a very honest soul yourself, because otherwise I think the music wouldn't fly.
Yeah. They'll make you if you're not pure, right?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be able to play it. So.
No, you would, because there are no secrets.
Well, it's just like these young artists. If they have no fear, they can be great. You know, because like anger comes from fear. You know, like if you don't have to remember what you said, if you just tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said last.
Yeah.
So it's the easiest way.